Hi, Bookaholics. This is Deirdre Pippins. Happy Tuesday. I'm so glad to be with you. So, if you've been watching my social media lately, you know I've got some new things set up for season three. And this is season three, all the way up until December the 16th. And one of the things I am so excited about is that I will, from now to whenever it may end, my podcast, I am going to be giving away a free book every month. Now, this book is going to mean a matter of importance to me. Usually, typically, it's either has moved me and I think you should read it, or I think it's very important for our culture and society, or it's just plain old page turning enjoyable. So be on the lookout for that. Sometimes it'll be fiction, sometimes it'll be nonfiction, sometimes it'll be some type of genre you may not think that I like or read, but altogether, it's going to be a book that I think that you'll like. So, the first book in my monthly giveaway is not fiction, it's nonfiction, and it's real life for real people. And it's a very, very timely book written by one of our true great leaders of today, our former Attorney General Eric Holder, with Sam Koppelman, wrote Our Unfinished March. And this is the book that I am giving away for the month of September. Now, because I'm posting this video a little late, I'm going to also extend this giveaway to October 15th. But be on the lookout for my October book giveaway, which I'll announce shortly after October the 1st. I'll announce that, and it will be good all the way to October 31st. But because I'm presenting this to you a little bit early, I'm going to extend this contest to October 15th. Now, in this book, Eric Holder gives us a history of voting. He tells us about the current crisis of voting and then the plan for going forward. And I've started reading it, and just reading the first in the historical part, you find that voting, for whatever reasons, has always been a troublesome situation. We're in a democracy, and you would think that voting would be like, oh, yeah, sure, everybody can vote. But voting has always been a challenging opportunity, if you will. There was times where even white men couldn't vote that didn't own property. Of course, we know women couldn't vote, and African Americans, of course, couldn't vote. And still until today, we're having these issues, challenging issues with voting. So he gives us the history. And what I love is that all these years I've been looking at historical footage of people crossing the Pettus Bridge and never knew the backstory of that. I just thought in general they were marching for, in general, civil rights, but there was a backstory to that whole march. Okay. And it, of course, ended up being one of the most prolific civil rights events in our history. So pick up this book if you've been feeling perplexed about voting and wondering why all of this stuff is coming up about voting all of a sudden. And if you're worried about the democracy, this is a book that you have to read. Now, I think, like myself, when I first heard, you're thinking former Attorney General Eric Holder wrote a book, and you're like, okay, wait a minute now. Is it going to be really, really difficult and hard? No, it is not. It is very important. It is very thorough, but it is not a difficult read. Everyone can read this and everyone can understand this. It's not lawyer speak, but you will be able to read this and very intrigued. And again, if you've been concerned about what's going on, there is a plan. So head over to my website, book-a-holic.com, and it'll pop right up. You can register to win right there, or you can head over to my Instagram, click the link in bio, and you can register there. Now, once you register to win Our Unfinished March by Eric Holder, you are forever in my giveaways for subsequent books that I'll be profiling and giving away each month. So you'll always be there. So just one time you have to register, and there you are always entered into the giveaway. So how great is that? Now, also by signing up, you are giving me permission to reach out to you with subsequent emails. Don't worry, I won't bombard you with a lot of stuff, but just make sure that you're aware of what's going on with the Bookaholic podcast. Okay, so sign up today. I can't wait to see your responses. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. So stay tuned to the Bookaholic channel, and I'll be bringing you more giveaways. And don't forget, listen out to the podcast every Friday, wherever you listen to your podcast. Thanks.